Last episode, Bonnet got the significant upgrade we've been looking for this series. He has ascended from normal boy with aspirations of becoming a king to necromancer, lord of the undead. Tom Bombadil came back from the grave. Wait, does that mean, hang on, if he's undead, does that mean, talking and hearing is zero, does that mean he doesn't eat because he's undead? Does that mean he doesn't have to sleep because he's undead? I'm not entirely sure. No, he definitely seems to be... food, rest, recreation. Nope, still has all the other stuff. Well, that's a little bit annoying that an undead zombie wouldn't, you know, require food or rest or comfort or anything. But hey, there we go. Tom Bombadil has basically just come back to life. That's fine. Did he keep all of his jobs or... I don't even remember. I don't think he did he? Oh, no, he definitely hasn't there. Alright, fair enough. We will have to fix those as we go. We are going to prepare for war. That is the plan. Bonnet Bigly has a whole army waiting to be raised outside in the graves. What do we have? Like over 200 bodies in these mass graves? All we have to do is get Bonnet Bigly enough mana to blast them back to life. We'll arm an army of undead and just march them out onto our enemies. So next to us, right next door down the road, we have Brexios, the Shadow Crew, which are a bunch of bandits and lowlifes and vagrants and all that crap. So what we'll do is raise an army of the undead, get them outfitted with the best armor and gear we can get, and just march them out into battle. We might want to create a sub-district of the city, of our settlement, so this can be for the lower class living people. Then we'll build an upper class district eventually, and then we'll obviously have Bonnet Bigly's upper class sort of personal castle there. And then outside the walls we might house all the undead, all the warrior folk, and you know, give them some really basic farms and that type of thing. But there we go, that's the plan. So... how are we going to do that? Well, unfortunately, we are kind of limited in the sense that Bonnet Bigly is only a level 1 necromancer right now, so we can't actually raise many people from the dead. Not only is it a massive amount of mana it costs, so it's 45% to actually cast this spell once. So, I mean, let's assume we wanted to get a whole grave of 20 raised up. What is that? 20 times 45? That's a lot. That's a big number. That's like at least 900, right? So, 900 mana is going to take ages to get. Not only that, but for each zombie, it affects... it's a 15% upkeep cost of our mana regeneration, which is massive. So, I assume it's this mana gain. Does it say that? Undead cost, yeah. So, it's the mana gain. So, we've actually only got enough mana gain to raise another 2 corpses, from if I'm understanding it correctly. Because we've already got 0.72. In fact, we've only got enough for 1 more, haven't we? Oh, but that's already subtractive. So, no, we do have enough for 2 more. That's fine, then. So, 2 more zombies we could raise before Bonnet Bigly starts going into debt, and then the zombies start disappearing to make up for it. We need to train him. We need to make him more powerful. We need to give him more mana. How are we going to do that? I feel like enchanting is the first good way, and I've looked at some of these gems. One thing I did notice is this guy at the top here, Minor Gem of Wonder, 100 unrefined magicite, so it's very expensive, but we have been building it up for the past 18 episodes, which is, what, like 9 hours worth of play. So, we've got 9 hours worth of magicite. We've got all these other gems as well, but according to this one, it gives, if you read the last line there, this gem can be used to imbue an item with magical potential, granting minor bonuses to all enchantment categories. And it requires 2 more, if you look there, it not only is it 10 times the value, but it also requires 2 more intellectual skill. I assume then, in conclusion, the way that this works is that it's sort of like all of these gems combined together. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure, that seems like it'd be incredibly powerful. If not, I feel like the Minor Gem of Regeneration would be exactly what we need here, because that increases the regen rate of any mage by 5%, and that in turn will obviously allow us to have more undead at once. What else we got here? So that's damage taken, that's not relevant, that's XP. The maximum energy by 5%, not particularly relevant if your mana regain rate is already very, very low. Have we got anything that increases that? Decrease the energy cost of a spell by 3%. I mean, that's also not a big deal, because Bonnet can cast the spell... but not sustain it, if that makes sense. And then we've also got this one as well, decrease the cooldown time of any ability. That's not too relevant. That'd be good for combat abilities, actually, so that we could spam Magic Missile. But anyway, getting ahead of myself, we're going to create a Minor Gem of Wonder. None of your comments... oh, they need both crafting and intellectual, don't they? Does Bonnet not have that? Really? So let's sort by intellectual here and see who is closest, and we'll just have that person do some crafting for a while. So we have... Bonnet Bigly has 6 and 20. Oh my god, he's got 20 intellectual. He's got 6 crafting. What do we need? We need 8 crafting. Oh, shit, really? Okay, so we're going to have to set Bonnet Bigly to do some crafting to try and train him up for a bit. He's got 6.28, so it shouldn't hopefully take that long. Smelting, smithing, tailoring will all get that up, so I guess our Necromancer Lord, Bonnet Bigly, is going to go make some pants. Now, while we're waiting for Bonnet Bigly's skills to build up, I think we'll also go with higher levels of enchanting here. So, scribing is to make spells. That's not too relevant. We've already got all the spells we need for Bonnet Bigly. We just need to make it so that you can use them more frequently. So we're going to go for Expert Enchanting. And then I'm also, fuck it, this might be a bad idea, but I'm also going to queue up all the Arcane Enchanting. I assume staffs make it easier for him to do magic. You kind of assume so. We've got things like mage robes. We've got things like bracelets of the pacifist. What are these? So these are like enchanted items. Thrumbo. I hate this game so much. This could be an issue. So Tom Bombadil, because he is undead, people dislike him. It's a -40. I'll go through all of the various social pages very quickly, because I did say I'd do that last episode and forgot. Bonnet Bigly, friends with the Jew, Madalore, Rick Potts, and Kazumi Jim Morrison Cock there. Well done. Hates Orange. Oh my god, he hates Egas and he hates Patches. That's a real shame, because him and Patches have been there since the start, you know. So they clearly don't get on very well. They've probably got a mutual respect for one another, but not very good friends there. Patches, friends with Potts. Kind of makes sense, seeing as these are our two starting boys, Jim Morrison and Vricko. Dislikes Deep Sea, Egas, and Tom Bombadil. I think a lot of people are going to dislike Tom Bombadil just based on the fact that he's undead. We've got Potts, who is not friends with anybody, and in fact is just enemies with Bonnet, Egas, and Insane Nigel. Man, we've got some really interesting dynamics going on here. Good friends with everyone again. Tom Bombadil, rivals with Jason Patches Born because Alien is hated by Xenophobe, -10. Oh, right, so Jason Patches Born is a Xenophobe, which is why he hates him. Maybe because he's undead, then people actually don't mind as much as I thought. Apparently, Mark doesn't even know Tom Bombadil. Was Tom Bombadil dead before Mark joined the colony? No, Mark's been here for ages. I don't know. Anyway, this is some of our social pages. I won't go through them all. If you guys want to pause and take a look through some here that you're interested in. John Anderson, Vricko's son, is apparently dead. We've got Moss, husband to Croesus. Are those two sharing a bed? They are. Okay, just thought I'd double check that one. The Jew hates Tom Bombadil, Egas, and Patches. Unbelievable. Madalore is friends with Jew and Moss. Not a big fan of Tom Bombadil because he is undead. So certain races hate the undead. Maybe it's because Madalore is an elf. Not entirely sure with that one. He has a sister, Sappy, Kingdom Under the Mountain. Right, okay. Worth remembering there so we don't accidentally murder her dead. Lover, the dog, dead. Hang on. Jim Morrison's lover is the dog. If we resurrect the dog, will their relationship heal? Well, the dog is in the sarcophagus. I don't think Bonnet Bigly has enough mana to be able to res him yet. No, it's 45, isn't it? Well, that'll be the next thing we do then. We'll see if resurrecting dog makes Jim Morrison and dog, you know, resume their regular relationship. Is this overkill? In hindsight, probably, yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and remove every sort of other ballista here. We do want to be able to get archers actually firing in, so I've replaced these with embrasures, so that if people break through the first gate, then our archers can stand there and pick them off as they come through, but they won't be able to melee attack back through. So if we're fighting just the dwarfs who always turn up with exclusively axes, we should be fine with that one. There we go, that's not too ridiculous, I don't think. And then we also probably want something like, we could have murder holes there, couldn't we? How do murder holes work? I assume they just count as a regular... Do they count as, like, walls that you can just man behind and fire through? A storage chute that ejects boiling oil and... I would assume... Yeah, I would assume that we could just put that in the wall there and they'd be able to man it and fire through. I guess. Again, I don't know. We'll have to give it a go. This is good, though. This is a nice little defensive area. Now, what I want is what I discussed a couple of days ago, where we take sort of the outside walls here, build a big tower around it, and then put some catapults on this tower so that, you know, any enemies can get blasted, son. Well, that's exactly what we wanted to hear. We've got a mana surge going on right now, and we know Bonnet Bigly can have 2 more undead warriors under him, so let's dig up the dog and bring him back to life. Welcome back, the dog. Man, this is so weird. Welcome back, and raise undead. Boom! He's returned. Hello, are you still friends with Lovetts? They've just carried on as if nothing happened. They've actually just carried on. Undead, -40, but +35. Man, that's really sad. Got a -5 overall there because of the whole undead thing. Very, very sad. They'll probably break up in no time. To be fair, he is literally a rotten corpse at this stage, so that's kind of understandable, really. I need to set these boys' jobs up as well. Oh, God. This is horrible. A manhunting pack of dragons have arrived. Hopefully it's just one? It's just one. We've got another freaking dragon to deal with. Are you serious? Hang on. Raise undead. Raise undead from corpses only works on biological creatures that were once living. Creatures? Dragon is creature. That's just science. You can't argue with that. We kill this boy and we resurrect it. Is that going to work? Okay, suddenly I'm in. Right, okay. Move up team. I was kind of dreading it a little bit. What about the ballista? Hang on. They're not quite built yet. A lot of them have resources delivered. Oh my god, we don't have enough wood in... No, wait, that one's got enough wood. Right, so Patches, wake up. Finish off this ballista. Wait, can we not finish off, like... Hang on, cancel these outside ones. Patches, finish off this ballista, my friend. The dog, finish off this one, my friend. No, finish off this one. Patches, get this one done. There we go. Everyone else, besides Patches, and the dog, wherever the hell he is. The dog. Squad up. Let's do it. We are going to get ourselves a dragon. If we have to resurrect it from the dead, you know what? That's close enough. We tried doing it the old-fashioned way, and obviously that went horribly. So let's see how this goes. Oh god, it's here. Well, it's nice to see it smashing down the gate. You know what? That might be irrelevant now. Sorry, pal. You've taken too long. Right, squad up, team. This is going to be horrible, isn't it? This is going to be absolutely horrible. It is nice to see, though, that the defenses are working as intended, with the front gate being smashed down rather than it going through the walls. Oh no, my minion's been bitten to death. God damn, what a shame. What a real loss there for society. Right, let's hold this gate open and pull back into the square. Right, now if we can get some line up going on here. How we looking? So our archers, let's get those at the front. Do you put archers at the front? I don't think you traditionally put archers at the front, do you? But I'm doing it in Rimworld because unlike in real life, these archers tend to shoot our other friends. Right, and you boys come back a little bit. That's it. There we go. Wait, speed 1. Thank you very much. You switch to your bow. Alright, Elkip, switch to your arbalist. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's going to get absolutely roasted and toasted. Look at this. Look at this lineup. Here it comes. Get ready, men. Oh, God, it's smashing down this door in no time at all. Oh, my God, I hope this is a bit stronger against... I'm going to assume it's just because it's a goddamn dragon. I hope when we fight, you know, just regular dwarfs, they aren't able to smash it down quite this quickly. It's in. Open fire, men. Open fire. Here we go. My God, it's moving fast. We're going to lose someone, aren't we? I didn't think we could fight this off. Can we fight this off? It's so fast. Okay, here we go. Ready? Search and destroy melee. In you go. Bonnet Bigly, stand back. You boys all need to just search and destroy, honestly. There we go. Right, the dog is immediately getting bodied again. Bonnet, get out of there. Bonnet, get out of there. Oh, the dragon's down. Okay, we're fine. Whew, that was close. Finish it off. Let's actually kill it dead this time. I'm not letting it get back up and go manhunter on us. Right. The dog is going to take it out. Bonnet Bigly, my good friend, raise yourself a dragon. Is this even going to work? Hang on, has he got enough... Yeah, he's got enough... He hasn't got enough mana. He does have enough... let's forbid that. He does have enough of the mana recovery rate, which is what the corpses obviously consume to, you know, be alive. But he doesn't have quite enough mana yet. What is it, 45 on that one? Man, that's expensive. Oh, we still got the mana surge, though, so hopefully it'll take no more than a few minutes here. I decided to put the dragon in the freezer because I figured, you know, the less rotten it is, the more useful it'll be. Missing body parts 0%, dead for less than a day, fresh, refrigerated. I mean, this seems like the best way to raise undead onto your cores, right? Okay, here we go. 45. Needs more mana? Wait, what? Oh, it's 45. Maybe it wasn't quite 45. Yeah, there we go. Raise him up. It fucking works. Holy shit. What? Is that our animal now? Dragon Fire Drake 1. Bonnet Bigly, it has... Wait, is it automatically fully trained as well? Has mastered Haul. It's not dedicated to train and will lose the skill over time. So do we have to manually now tell them to keep it trained up? That's insane. Follow Master while Master is drafted. Follow Master while Master is doing field work. And then, is it mountable as well? It's not. Bonnet can't ride on the dragon. Well, that seems a bit shitty. That was the whole reason I wanted a goddamn dragon. Hang on. Cannot mount... Animal not fully grown. Oh, well, that's a little bit annoying. Okay. Well, either way, holy shit, look at that. We've got ourselves a rotten dragon. This is so good. Who would ever mess with Bonnet Bigly now? Look at him. He's just got this dragon following around everywhere. See that granite elemental? Not for long, you don't. Boom. Take him out, team. Release the hounds. Get him, dragon. Fairly disappointing there. Did the dragon even do anything? What the hell? No, it didn't even do anything. It is tamed for release, though. Oh, look, it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure we'll deal with that later. That's fine. I'll admit it is very, very funny that we went on this massive quest to trade, you know, this sacred wood with the Elvish faction to give us this incredibly powerful and forbidden scroll, only to have Bonnet Bigly now sitting around making everyone some tailored winter clothing. The Winter Range by Bonnet Bigly. This is so funny. Obviously, it's so we can do the enchanting, right, to get his crafting skill up, but it is tickling me a little bit there that this is what we're basically resorted to doing. Where is he? Bonnet Bigly, crafting of 6. You will be the strongest boy in no time with all of these custom fitted hats and gloves. Worth remembering that if you do set somebody to craft some goods, make sure you forbid the dragon hide first. Luckily, it wasn't the extremely OP dragon armor, but it was the dragon armor from the other red fire drake that turned up. He's turned it into a hat. He's actually turned it into a goddamn hat. This is the most armored hat in the world. 42% for a winter hat. And it gives 5% melee dodge chance on a winter hat. Well, there you go. What I want to do then is probably cancel that and go back into this and have him use only cloth for all of these things. Completely my own fault. So, clear all, only use cloth. And then I'll just do that for everything so that we're not completely wasting all of our good resources. Oh, well, that's pretty powerful then. So if we have a friendly dragon in the colony, everybody is in, like, awe of it, and it's a permanent +5 mood boost for anybody who sees it. That's incredible. Look at that. This guy is, like, in a complete world of his own. Beautiful environment, I guess, because of the farm. So with the mod nature is beautiful, it actually makes nature, you know, it actually makes people enjoy nature. So if you plant flowers, they actually do take notice of that, rather than it just being sort of a negative, to be honest with you, because it's normally surrounded by dirt, right? So we do have quite a nice looking base as well, so I feel like we deserve that. But I have been putting up some like street lamps, doing a little bit of decoration here and there, just while waiting for Bonnet Bigly to actually level up his crafting. 6.54, hey, you know what? That's a good start. So I just went to the last video to check whether or not there have been any comments left, and I generally do this when I'm recording every episode, and one of you has left a comment saying that we should actually build a dedicated undead district, because apparently when our regular citizens observe the undead, it kind of freaks them out a little bit. Can we actually find any here who's seen them? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you were right about that. -8. I hate being next to the undead. So what I'm doing here is I'm building a base expansion, and we can get in the Sacred God Rock as well. Of course we can. So I'm going to build a base expansion here, only 2 blocks thick this time, so it's just going to be for the undead. We'll put some basic houses, basic farms, because apparently they do need to eat and rest, but we will forbid them going into the main sort of human section of the map here. If we just give them bedrooms out here, there wouldn't be any reason for... Or we could set up areas, couldn't we? That'd be a much better way to do it. So we'll set inside this area as, you know, human district, and this one as Undeadburg, and then we'll have to build another sort of main entrance gate, but this is fine. Meanwhile, Bonnet Bigly is still crafting his winter range here. He's up to 6.85, so almost up to 7 crafting there. He making a lot of infused coats here, and people are loving it as well. Look at this, Bricko, Pots, they're all wearing the Bonnet Bigly range. Well, that's pretty cool. So our dragon, I was thinking maybe it wouldn't rot away because we put it in the freezer immediately, but it turns out I was completely wrong. It has just turned into a big old skeletal dragon. Do they still get the bonus from observing it? So Potts is obviously stood right next to it. Let's see here. Needs. Observe dragon, +5. I guess even though it's undead, he's still fine, because obviously it gives that dragon bonus instead, which I guess supersedes it. There we go. That's kind of cool. So it's worth keeping this dragon around in the actual human district, and then this will still be Undeadburg, like I said. But more importantly, we've got the ability to craft tier 2 enchanting gems. My god, what type of crafting level do we need for that? Are we going to have Bonnet Bigly... let's take a look here. So, Gem of Learning. We've got Gem of Wonder. There we are. We need 10 crafting, 8 intellectual, 8 artistic. Holy shit, this is difficult. 10 intellectual. Have we got anybody with any of those? So, our highest crafter only has 3 intellectual. Our highest intellectual only obviously has 6 crafting there. There's no one that's even really close. So, we've got 6 crafting on you. So, you're just the same as Bonnet then. Yeah, that's irrelevant. Bonnet is still... Oh, Bonnet won't do art, though. He hates doing art. Oh, my god. Okay, so who's this, then? Because you might have to be trained up. You've got a passion in art, and already 5 points in it. You've got 9 points of intellectual, and 3 points of crafting. I feel like Crusaders might have to be trained up into becoming our gem crafter. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll still stick with Bonnet Bigly, because he can still make the other level of gems. But after that, I think Crusaders may have to be our master gem setter. Man, I never realized this would be so difficult. So we actually just straight up can't make those. So as a result, I'm probably not going to go for expert enchanting because we've just got no one who can do it. So there's no point. Was I wrong, or is this convenient? That... Oh, I was wrong. Look, their food bars do drop, but it just fills up instantly again. Interesting. Okay, that's really, really, really good because it means... Oh, their mood always stays high as well. Why the fuck bother building them a house? Why not just forbid them and keep them in this area here? Oh man, that's insanely good. Okay, so what we'll do then is we will create the 2 districts like I said, but we can just literally keep them in the tiniest little box rooms. We don't even need to do that though, do we? Because they don't sleep. Well, what's the point of building them houses? Okay, fine. So we will have manage area. You might as well get rid of dragon feed. That's irrelevant now. So let's go new area, rename it to Undeadburg, and then we will basically just mark out all this side of the map as Undeadburg, right? Now, I do want the undead to still be useful for us. So what I'm going to do is actually dig some farms out here and maybe replace, like I said, we do want a middle-class district as well. So maybe remove some of these, put those plants up here, and just have the undead growing crops, harvesting them, dropping them off in... Well, you know what, we could build a path into the freezer that the undead are allowed into and build the farms on this side, if that makes sense. So that they're still contributing to the colony, but so they're not, you know, upsetting anyone with their horrible, rotten faces. No way. I'd completely forgotten about Jimbo the Second. He's being held. He's our constructor, our builder. Right, okay. Where is he then? Because we're obviously going to go... Oh, he's so close as well. Right, team. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, we are going to send Tom Bombadil and the dog, the Undead Warriors, because honestly, they're not going to complain. They're not going to care. And if they die, I mean, we could just bring them back to life, or we can just replace them with 2 others. It doesn't matter that much. So, let's send... let's go world map. Let's form a caravan immediately, because I'm sure we've got enough food and gear to send them off. Obviously, Elkip, the murder miner, our strong boy himself. We want to send Tom Bombadil and the dog, the Undead Menace. And then we'll also send... what about Deep Sea? Because obviously he has the... very, very powerful magic going for us. We'll send you and we'll send Insane Nigel for the heals as well. That's good. Right, it's an army of 5. And you know what? Before I do that, I should probably double check what sort of... hang on, cancel that. What sort of army are we looking at here? 49 enemies. Huh. In hindsight, maybe not. 49 enemies. What the hell? That's ridiculous. That's actually insane. Is this worth it? Is it worth risking so many men to save one dude? We could. So in, what was it? In the last episode of Rimworld, in the last series, sorry, of Rimworld, we did do that sort of sneaky rescue mission. We could try and do that, but properly this time. I'll send Elkip. I'll send the murder miners. Or I'll send, sorry, the undead boys. He is the murder miner. We'll send just those guys, though. And then we'll send the ponies as well. So send the ponies. Tom Bombadil will have the dog, and we'll have the Elkip. They're moving 45 tiles a day. Because if this is insurmountable, I want them to get out of there as soon as possible, honestly. Days of food. Well, I assume the undead don't eat, so that's irrelevant. We don't want them to move too slowly either. 11 days of food is way too much. They're only going to be gone for like 5 days maximum. And it's only one dude we actually have to pack food for. So if we choose that, the route is 0.5 days. Okay, so ignore me then. We'll just take 2 days of food. I was saying that the actual breakout might take longer than I thought. Plus, we'll have to break the dude out, and he'll need food as well. So in fact, we'll take 8 days of food. I feel like that's fair. All right. We've chosen the route. We've got the people. They've got their weapons. Let's see how this goes. There go our boys, our undead warriors on their horse. But you know what would be cool? Killing some horses and then just resurrecting them, so we've got bone boys riding bone horses. We could just make the Nazgul. That would be incredible. Okay, turns out don't do that. If we send them without Bonnet, they just die instantly. Seriously? So they are now gone forever. They've just... Oh, fuck's enter... Re-enter Bonnet. So those... That doesn't seem entirely fair, but okay, whatever. Screw you guys. I'm so annoyed by that. So let's try this again. Like I said, we are going to do a sort of sneak attack into here. I'm sending just Elkip. This could be a suicide mission. I want to sneak in, kill who we can, get out without any sort of... Oh, you know what we should do? We should send a spare horse just in case we do succeed here. So we'll also send... We'll send Scrooge the pony as well, just to help carry things along here. 74.9 tiles a day is absolutely insane. Everybody's riding, bonus 60%. That's just an absurd amount of time. It's going to take 0.1 day to get there. Well, on the plus side, the body of Tom Bombadil did come back on one of these horses here, so we could just raise Undead on Tom Bombadil again. There we go, he's back. Welcome, Tom Bombadil. You might want to go ahead and grab your armor again, my friend, and don't forget your socks as well. Right, there we go. Does that count as worn by corpse? I have no idea. Anyway, there we go. He's good as new now. Right, I don't know where the other corpse ended up because he automatically unloaded the other horse. Let's go animals. Let's go pony 3. Pony 3, what have you got? The dog, dead. Ah, right, there we go. Let's explain that one then. Right, so Bonnet, come over here. Let's go ahead and resurrect our other zombie. It's nice that he came back in the bag, though. That's pretty useful, right? Go ahead and drop those. Bonnet Bigly, get over here. Let's resurrect our boy, and then it's like nothing ever changed. That caravan took such a long time to actually form. Just, I guess it was only because the horses had undead on their back. I have no idea why otherwise. Okay, this is going to be an absolutely risky suicide mission, and we might end up losing Elkip. Worst case scenario, we just resurrect him from the dead again, eh? Okay. Jesus, this is going to be really, really difficult, isn't it? Welcome. Oh, shit. That's a lot of people. There's Jimbo. I think we could sneak in. I genuinely believe we could sneak in here. Alright, Kep. Is he gone? Is Jimbo now lost forever? Why would that be a thing? I hate the caravans in this game. Well, we're not sending him back empty-handed, so instead we're going to go ahead and attack this outpost. It's only 0.2 days away. He's got, like, 4 days worth of food anyway, because I packed enough for Jimbo II, who mysteriously despawned because I wanted to move behind a rock. Stupid system. Anyway, well, like I said, we won't go back empty-handed. We will see how much we can actually grab from nearby. Torn Script Demonology sounds so good. I feel like I should go and get that one next, because, you know, that's got to have some power behind it, right? This one's got a lot of different mage spells that we haven't seen. We've got Fertile Land, we've got Power Node. Blur, I believe we've seen before, but that Power Node sounds interesting, so we want to test that one out. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh god, that is a lot of people. Yeah, no, I don't think this is going to be possible with one dude, but we will give it a go nonetheless. This may end absolutely horribly. Oh shit, we've brought 2 ponies with us as well, so if we die, not only are we losing our kit, but we'll lose so much other stuff as well. Look, I'm out here, I want to get something done. Let's, oh shit, they've seen him. Oh god, they've seen him. Oh fuck. Okay, that's not good. Wave of Fear? I feel like they're too far away to use Wave of Fear. Let's just try and lure them into melee combat with this dude, because he'll just absolutely annihilate them. Right, that's it. Keep running. Just keep running, my dude. Again, let's get them into melee range. Let's avoid the archers, because that's the worst part. He's doing alright, to be honest with you. That's not a terrible start. Right, let's Wave of Fear. Did it work? It did work. Hey, there we go. Nice. This is going to end in no time at all. Right, Elkip, if he starts looking particularly bad, then we'll get him out of there. But as it stands, what is he doing? Why are you doing this? Can he hit himself with Graveblade? I have no idea. Let's test it out. Yes? No, actually, I don't think so. I think he's fine. All right, well, there's 2 dead. Elvish Bread 25 is right away in storage, just in case you're wondering. Again, let's hide up here. And let's not get into any combat with the archers. We don't want them to be able to surround us, ideally. Should we just hide in this corner then? Because they won't be able to surround us very easily there. It's another dude down. Now, bear in mind, this guy heals when he deals damage. Oh, God. Now he's surrounded. Oh, God. This could be bad. This could be terrible. Elkip, you can do this. I believe in you. Are they fleeing? They're fleeing? Well, I mean, I guess that counts as a victory then, eh? This one man, holy shit, yeah, no, he is actually, like, ridiculously powerful. Look at this guy. And, again, he will heal from his combat. He's had his finger cut off, and that's the worst thing that's happened here. Look at how many bodies there are because of him. He's killed 7, and all they've done is cut off one of his fingers. Now, those were the easy ones. We do have, from the looks of it, enemy man at arms. Yeah, we do have some slightly more powerful people over here, especially that crossbowman and some heavily armored boys. So this is going to be a little more risky. We'll allow all as well. Now, we do have Spite available to us. Bonus Spite is a long-distance attack. We could use that to deal with the crossbowman. Ideally, I'd like to wait for Graveblade to come off cooldown, but the higher his rage is, the more powerful he is. Let's see if we can't lure some over again into more combat like that. All right, here we go. Right, can you use Spite on her? Nice. And he has a crossbow himself, don't forget. So let's flip over to the... Oh, hang on. Let's flip back to the crossbow. Flip back to the crossbow. Flip back to the crossbow. No, we can forget about... Did he drop his crossbow? He was using it a second ago. Oh, this is a weird game. All right, fine. You're just going to have to spite her to death, my friend. Just kite around her and spite her to death. Don't get shot, though, because you haven't got... no, you know what? He's fine. Death in 23 hours. You can get home in that time easily. She's dead. All right, here we go. Now let's lure the rest of them into combat, and he is going to annihilate the rest now. All right, so remember, we've got collapse due to extreme exhaustion. Well, that's terrible. I mean, that is just terrible. You are probably dead then, my friend. Oh, we can just force him to get back up, though. You're going to have to spite that dog. Spite the dog. Hey, spite the dog. Why are you moving? Stop. Spite the dog. There we go. Yeah, get fucked, dog. Right, Wave of Fear. Can't. He needs time to recharge. All right, this is so terrible. Search and destroy. Club the wolf. The wolf is running. Why is the wolf running? I have no idea. Fine, club that one first. They look very unarmored. Oh, God, he's been stunned. That one's dead. Incredible. Now, remember, the more damage he does, the more chance of him healing. He's unstoppable. He's a madman. He's absolutely unstoppable. Look at this dude. That Yorkie's going for it. Maybe the Yorkie would be finally the one to kill Elkip. Absolutely not. Melee attack Yorkshire Terrier. Get fucked, Yorkie. This is incredible. And now they're fleeing. Does that count as a victory? I guess we've got to wait for the last one to disappear, though. Caravan arrived at Outpost. Yeah, no, we haven't had a notification saying that we've won yet. He needs to immediately heal himself up. He's terrible at it, but it's better than obviously leaving it untreated. Right. On draft. Prioritize. Cannot tend. Self-tend disabled. Okay, fair enough. Medical care. Sending Elkip and Insane Nigel might be just this lethal combination. Those boys might be able to deal with every outpost we've got here. Right. You're going to be fine. Stabbed in the neck. Yeah, that's the biggest issue here. As long as he can heal that before anything else. Oh, I think I'll do his muscle parasites. Caravan lost? What do you mean caravan lost? Why was it lost? Captured by the Dwarven bandits. What the fuck do you mean? He killed them all. And it was all a horrible dream. I will leave it up to you guys what happens there. If that was something that was legitimately supposed to happen, some legitimate, albeit very strange, and something I disagree with. If that was a game mechanic, then let me know, and I will allow it. I will lose El Kip, we'll get rid of him, we'll kill him dead, and we'll say that is canonically what happened there. But, in my opinion, that seems like it might have been a little bit of a glitch, seeing as there was one Dwarven bandit left who was fleeing. And don't forget, he can also smash things with his hammer and heal up, so we could have just set him to go and smash a deer or something around, like a passive deer, and he would have healed up from that. So there's no way in hell we'd have lost that. I'm telling you, it's unless I'd have just stood there and watched him bleed out for 5 hours, there was no way we would have lost that. Again, if that was supposed to happen, if that's a gameplay mechanic for whatever goddamn reason, let me know, and I'll make sure that he dies, and we'll carry on with this doomed world that I've made for us. Big shout out to all of the insane top tier level patrons: Big T Timmy, Tom Terror 18, Harik, Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Loris, Haydog, Sadini, Necrophilant, Asuna Kirito, Facundo Vasquez, I'm the Lizard King, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Pavis Percy, Logan Thorne, Conspired T, Orcs Wolf, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Crosis, Vacuous Bacchus, and Tim Bragg. Thank you all for your support on Patreon. The new Patreon list should be available hopefully within a couple of days. Generally, it takes before the 5th of each month is generally when the new Patreon list comes out. So if your name isn't on there, and it should be, don't worry, hopefully we'll have it in a couple of days. Thank you all for your support. And speaking of people to thank, why don't we give a big thanks to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Jimmy, Quasar Fox, Jack Allen, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Johan DeVries, Duncan 2 and 7, Zach McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Will Wade, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, The Sage, Asra, Nick, Frederick Bunning, Kevin Saunders, Bestmas Max, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, Igor Kozak, Hezhu Dumar, Noah Gallimore, Pantapel, and Alpha Scuff. Thank you all as well.